Hi guys, so good evening. So it's me again, and for this video, I just like to explain or discuss, in a nutshell, very briefly lang, no, hindi naman ito full length discussion. Very briefly, I will explain the topics related to our subject, particularly to your learning material number 3. Now, so as you can see in the PowerPoint, this is a discussion on language to multilingualism. Okay? Again, short lang ito. Okay? So before I proceed, I hope please tell each and everyone belonging to your class na sana panoorin nila itong video na to para hindi tanong ng tanong. Of course, not that I don't want to entertain questions, pero these are things that I've been providing so that you could be clarified on the task that you will be doing. Pero still, apparently yung iba, hindi pinapansin yung mga gawa ko. Kasi walang animation. Anyway. So yun. Okay? So, my objective for, sorry, ulitin ko. So my objectives for this video is, first of all, I would like to discuss very briefly some clarifications about the concept paper. Okay? So, kasi nga, paulit-ulit yung mga tanong. At nakatuwa yung mga tanong, yung tanong, ano daw ba ang gagawin? In-explain ko na po yun sa unang video ko regarding concept paper. Tanong, i-like nyo naman ang aking page para naman kumita tayo. Chart. Okay. And then number 2, brief explanation on topics from language to multilingualism. And with this explanation, I will be using primarily yung ating literary material, which is the Vagina Monologue of E. Pensler. And then some announcements if may maisip pa. Okay? So that's it. Let's proceed. Now, before I start the discussion, I'd like you to pull out first your syllabi and go particularly on the topic of course description. Okay, because it says there, our course description explores the inextricable link between and among language, culture, and society, and its implication to the development of English as local language and the ways by which it is learned. Now, why is this course description very important in our concept paper? Just to prove to you that this is not just because the concept paper that I would like you to do is out of my caprice. The concept paper is geared towards this direction, our course description, which is to explore the use of the language vis-a-vis culture and society. Okay, please remember that we are English majors and our main objective is to teach the second language to our students. That is basically our main objective, okay, more than anything else. Okay, now we will study language with our understanding of culture and society. How are these things related to each other? And its implication in the development of English as a local language and the ways by which it is learned. So meaning, as what we have said and discussed during the first meeting that we had, particularly on the discussion of the syllabus, local means a language which is global but easily absorbed local variations. So basically when we talk about local, we were talking about something that is already acceptable internationally. Okay, but it has its origin in a particular culture. If you notice, doon sa vagina monologue, no, there are a lot of words there that are somehow locally manufactured. Okay. And eventually it was used, no, by Eve Ensler in order to stress a point, okay, for the development of his monologue. Okay? So dito rin sa Pilipinas, no, meron tayong mga language dito or meron tayong mga words dito sa Pilipinas na accepted na internationally. Okay? And we already discussed that. Okay? So, kung titingnan ninyo, no, yung ating assignment, yung ating paggawa ng concept paper, ng concept paper, is basically geared towards this. Okay? Geared towards our prime objective, which is to explore, okay, to explore the relationship of language, culture, and society, and how we can study language, okay, how we can study language, you know, vis-a-vis culture and society. Okay, so that's very important, guys. You have to please bear in mind, no, before you start, no, anything else, no. We study culture and society not by itself, okay, or solely culture and society, but in relationship to language, how language is used, applied, okay, and eventually studied and developed, no, in culture and society. Okay, so that's it. Now, yun, no, basic question in doing the paper, diba? Bakit ko ginamit yung vagina monologue? Okay, my idea or my concept in order to teach language, culture, and society is because this will help us explore. Okay, kumbaga, ang sabi nga ng ating course objective ay gumawa ng, or ay we explore, okay, we explore the link between culture, the language, culture, and society. And this is it, no? The example of language is that monologue written by Eve Ensler. Okay, and how it was written, okay, the stories in that monologue, we can identify a lot of things, we can see a lot of things related to culture and society. Okay, that is my idea. Okay, the relationship of culture and society to the study of language is evident in that literary piece. That is how or what I believe, no? And so therefore I am studying it, we are studying it, we are using it in order for us to discuss that whole concept. Now my question is, what is your concept? Okay, do you agree with my concept? After reading the vagina monologue, do you think it is fitting, okay, to use as a reference material? Ako, I think it is, okay? Because yun na nga, it's a literary piece, okay? And it talks about a lot of things related to our topic. Okay? Yun yung konsepto ko. And basically, my concept is to discuss, okay? To compare, okay? To compare the topics, our topic at hand, okay? For example, social linguistic. How can we relate that to vagina monologue? Okay, and we discuss. Supposed to be, that's my idea, my concept. Now, there is one particular student who raised this question, sir, what if my concept is about skits, no? Yung skit, S-K-I-T, no? That is my concept. So siguro, kung gusto niya mangyari ay magkakaroon ng mga skits using vagina monologue. Nag-agree siya sa akin na okay ang vagina monologue, pero through a form of a skit. Gagawa niya ng konsepto yun ngayon. Yun ang gusto nating sabihin. Okay? Others had a different angle, no, or point of view. They just simply focused on the what do you call this? On the idea of Eve Ensler, no, yung advocacy ni Eve Ensler, na which is, no, protection of women against violation, okay, against harassment. Okay, so doon lang sila nag-focus. Walang study ng language. Ours is there should be a study of language. Now, how should it be done? Okay, how should it be done? From your appreciation of language. Why do I say your appreciation of the second language? Is because you chose, okay, you chose primarily this subject. You want to be an English teacher in the future. You chose English as your major. And so therefore, it is expected you have some background of, or you have some appreciation of how language, second language play in this in this whole idea of teaching. Okay? So, kumbaga, hindi nawawala yung pag-aaral ng language. Yung iba nag-focus lang doon sa feminism. Okay? Yung iba nag-focus lang doon mismo sa literary piece. Okay? Yung advocacy ni ano. We're not here to study the advocacy per se of Eve Ensler. No, we are here to study culture and society, language, okay, in relation to culture and society through the use of a literary piece. That should be very clear. Now, ang question ko nga is, do you think it's fitting na gamitin natin yung material na yun? Okay. Second, how would you imagine students studying such literary piece? No? So yun, no? Paano yun? Ako ang na-imagine ko, yun na nga, no? Magkakaroon ng discussion. Sorry, very quickly. Lobat na pala. Okay. So, as I was saying, how would you imagine, no? Number 2, how would you imagine students should be studying that? Yung isa nga, no? Sabi nga yung example ko kanina, imagine niya through skits. Okay? That's her concept. So, I would be expecting yung paper niya would talk about the study of language, culture, society with the use of the skits. Okay? Now, kayo, anong konsepto ninyo? Paano nyo yun palalawakin? Now, I hate to say this, but I am having this feeling, no, that it seems, yun na nga, no, parang bago tayo about research, no? Which is hindi dapat, considering na back in your college days, or in your ang tawag nito, nung senior high school days, no, meron na kayo nitong idea na to, no, nung research. And the concept paper is just one type of a research paper. Okay? Anyway, so the third question is, how would you create your own concept in order for students to learn the different topics? So, di ba ang dami natin topics? Yung first term natin is about language, about communication, about social linguistics, etc., and many more. So eventually, as I explain the different topics later, no, I'll be using vagina monologue. Okay, so yun yung konsepto ko. Kayo, ano yung konsepto ninyo? Yun yung sisimulan nyo. Yun yung gagawin nyo ng introduction. Di ba meron kayo example, no? Now, I understand that when I provided you this, it's already in your classroom, Google Classroom, no, it's already there. I understand dami. But you also have to consider the time frame that I am giving you guys, no, in order for you to answer this. Okay? So it's a matter of time management, guys. Okay? And I trust you will be able to handle this. Relax lang, no? Sabi ko nga doon sa mga iba estudyante ko, no? If you were only going to maximize the time provided for you in this particular subject, I don't see any reason why you cannot accomplish your task. Okay? So, yun lang. Simulan nyo doon. Okay? So, thoughts on language. Now, what is a language? Okay, it's a system. It's a set of thinking working together. It's a set of things, working together as part of a mechanism. So, what is this particular language Eve Ensler used? No? Through writing. Okay? In fact, no, meron siyang video. So, binigkas niya din. No? Through a literary piece. That is an example of language. No? Okay? Symbols which, by means of which human beings as members of social group and participants in its culture express themselves. So yung idea ni Eve Ensler, he was able to provide that, no, he was able to express that, no, through a monologue. Okay, through a monologue. At dun sa monologue niya, okay, sinabi niya lahat yung gusto niyang sabihin. May pagkabastos nga lang, no? But later on, as another definition is basically a function of language, di ba? Yun ang gusto niyang i-communicate. Eh. Yun yung expression ng identity niya. No? May pagka-vulgar siya, but it's actually not vulgar because that's the reality that she wanted to express. It's an imaginative expression of her ideas and her emotional release, no? Yung kanyang hinanakit o yung kanyang gustong saloobin na gusto niyang sabihin sa atin. Okay? So, basically that's language. Okay? It's a conventional spoken, manual, or read. By conventional meaning, it is accepted. Okay? Yun. By human beings. Okay? Hindi by animals, hindi by dogs or cats or whatnot. Okay? Language is a distinctly human activity. Okay, that aids in transmission of feelings and thoughts from one person to another. It aids, okay, in the transmission of feelings. Kasi paano natin maintindihan, no? Yung gusto nating sabihin. Kung walang, yan ngayon, ginagawa ko ngayon. Kung walang language, kung hindi ako gumagamit ng lingwahe. Okay, through sounds and symbols, spoken or written, signs, postures. So postures, even non-verbal communication or non-verbal language. Okay, signs, postures, and gestures. Okay? So yung mga pag-ganyan-ganyan ko, yung mga gestures na yan, somehow it gives a stress to certain things. And it would provide meaning. Okay? So yun. Tawag nito, si Eve Ensler, ginamit niya yung paulit-ulit na paggamit ng vagina monologue. Bakit? Dahil ang gusto niya sabihin, kailangan pag-usapan itong mga sensitibong bagay na to. Hindi pwedeng itago. Itago katulad ng masaselang bahagi ng parte ng babae. Kasi dahil sa pagtatago na yan, laloong binibigyan, laloong ang mga babae ay nagiging biktima ng karahasan. Kasi nga tinatago. Okay? Yun yung ginawa niya. Sa pagsasabi niya ng paulit-ulit ng vagina. Sabi nga nung audience the last year, nakakaumay daw. Puro na lang daw gano'n. But that is precisely her point. Okay, gusto niyang paulit-ulit na sabihin kasi wala namang masama kung pagsabi ay pag-usapan o sabihin itong salita na to. Maging open, maging vocal. Okay? So, take note, for us who are students of language, okay, take particular notice of principle number 3. Interactive and responsive rather than passive context promote language learning. Vagina monologue, by the title itself, it gives you a certain kind of response. Yung iba nga, medyo na skandalo daw. Yung iba hindi sanay. But that is an effective way of communicating, of using the language. Okay? It creates a certain commotion. It creates a certain idea, reaction that would give sort of discussion to people, interactive. And then also, children learns words best in a meaningful context. So hindi niya lang basta sinabi yung vagina through mura or bad words, no? Sinabi niya yung vagina through different stories. Okay? And it becomes meaningful kasi nga yung konteksto ng paggamit ng vagina monologue ay naging, kumbaga, makahulugan. Okay? Sa bawat kultura na nakikita natin dito sa society natin dito sa Daet, di ba? Hindi tayo ganoon ka-open. Pero sa Manila, yung vagina monologue, ilang beses ang pinalabasan, ilang beses ang pinalakpakan. Dito sa Daet, hanggang ngayon, itinatabi pa rin. Ayaw pag-usapan. Okay? Bakit? Okay? It's a study worth doing, no? Bakit dito sa Daet? Hindi. Anong meron sa vagina na ayaw pag-usapan? Okay? So, anyway. So, kumbaga, si Eve Ensler was very effective in the use of the language in terms of expressing her thoughts, okay, her ideas. So, yun yung gusto nating ma-experience, no? experience natin kung paano niya ginamit yung lengguwahe, okay, sa pagbigay natin ng ideas natin. On communication. Okay, sabi nga natin, di ba, exchange of meanings between individuals through a common system or symbol. So, kumbaga, ano ba yung gustong mensahe ni Eve Ensler na para maging effective? Okay? So, kwento niya bawat isa. In fact, nakakatuwa nga, di ba? May kwento pa doon about moaning. Di ba? Anong kahulugan ng moaning na yun? Anong konteksto niya diniscuss yun? Okay, yung moaning na yun. Yun niya kinommunicate. Di ba? Yun yung binigay niya. Anong kahulugan yun? Anong meaning ang gusto niyang sabihin doon? Okay, doon sa word na moaning na yun. Okay? So, meron tayong mga idea, no, about what moaning is. Of course, yung iba sa inyo, wala pang, dahil na bata pa, di ba? Wala pang karanasan, di ba? Siguro hindi na maintindihan yun. But then again, no, sa mga adults, katulad namin, no, hindi na burden joke. Merong kahulugan, merong konteksto yun eh. Di ba? Merong konteksto. At yun yung gusto niyang sabihin, yun yung gusto niyang i-communicate. Okay? Iba ang language sa communication. Di ba? So, what are the key differences? Di ba? So dito, sinasabi nga, ang language is basically a tool of communication. Gusto mong mag-express ng idea mo. Okay? Ano ang gagamitin mo? Siyempre, language. Okay? Doon sa maintindihan ng kapwa-tao mo. Okay? Communication is a process of transferring message. Alam naman natin yung konsepto ng communication. May sender, may message ako. Si Eve Ensler, ang sender, may message siya, and then meron siyang receiver, yung mga tao na gusto niyang makabasa at makarinig sa kanya. Okay? Ang language nagbabago. Bawat lugar, meron pwedeng gamiting language or word para maging mas maintindihan, mas maging makabuluhan. Okay? Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, baka meron kayo pwedeng basahin ninyo yung konteksto at tingnan ninyo kung ano yung pwede nating ma-relate sa konteksto ng Pilipinas, iba, para mas maintindihan natin. Pero yung communication is a process, it's considered static, meaning, yun na yun eh. May sender, may messenger, or may message, at may receiver. Okay? So yun yung difference niya. Now, another topic that we have is social linguistics. Okay? Social linguistics study the relationship between language and society. Dito sa DAET particularly, okay, they are interested in explaining why we speak differently in different social contexts. Ano ba itong mga social contexts na ito? Si Eve Ensler, yung konteksto ng pag-uusapan, yung maselang bahagi ng babae, very vocal siya. Nandun siya sa New York. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, bakit hindi pwedeng ganun-ganun lang? Lalong-lalo na dito sa DAET. Sa Manila, ilang beses na napanood. Pero dito, ilang beses nang sinubukan ko na ipalabas, pero parating ayaw. Okay? Ayaw ipalabas. Kumbaga, dinaan ko lang sa subject ko. Kaya nagkaroon ng pagkakataon. But otherwise, no, kung papanoorin gagawing sensational yung presentation, hindi pwede. Okay? Kasi nga daw, hindi pa daw tayo ready. That is one example of a social context. Ano pa ang mga social context? Diba? Kung ako, kakausapin ko kayo, paano kayo makikipag-usap sa akin as teacher ninyo? Paano kayo makikipag-usap sa dean ninyo? Paano kayo makikipag-usap sa mga kaibigan ninyo? Okay? Pinakita ni Eve Ensler bawat kwento niya, no? Kung paano nakikipag-usap ang ang mga babae. Paano ang babae nakipag-usap sa kanyang asawa? Na yun naman pala ay niloloko din siya eventually. Diba? Yung asawa niya pinapagawa sa kanya na labag sa kalooban niya. Pero, ginagawa niya pa din. Anong konteksto yun? Yun yung sinasabi ng social linguistics. Diba? May mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa tayo na sinasabi natin sa bawat tao na kumbaga concern yun ng social linguistics. Iba-ibang social context. Okay? And social functions din, no? Identifying a different social functions. For example, no? Yun nga, no? Yung function by the authority itself of the dean, no? Kumbaga, yung konteksto niya, syempre dapat kapit-tapatagan siya, respeto siya, at yung bawat makipag-usap sa kanya ay dapat gagalangin siya. Iba yung tono. Di ba? Paano natin ginagamit yung mga salita natin kapag may kaharap tayo mas mataas sa atin, o paano tayo makipag-usap sa isang tindero ng taho o sa isang tindero ng barbecue, di ba? Paano tayo makipag-usap sa pare, sa madre, sa presidente ng Pilipinas, di ba? So yun yung sinasabi ng social linguistic. Yung paggamit natin ng salita sa iba't ibang klase ng konteksto. Doon din sa kwento ni Eve Ensler sa Vagina Monologue, iba-ibang konteksto at iba-ibang paggamit ng vagina ang nakikita natin doon. Okay? On language and culture, so I think basically, to explain very simply, yung kultura natin, ito yung mga sistema natin, na lahat dito, for example, sa Pilipinas, magalang tayo sa mga matatanda. Diba? That's one example. Diba? Kapag pupunta tayo sa isang bahay, may matanda doon, lola natin, tiyahin mo, nagmamano tayo. Pag nakikipag-usap tayo sa kanila, gumagamit tayo ng po. Okay? At yung mga nasa paligid natin, naniniwala doon, ginagawa din yun. Pero sa ibang bansa, ang kultura nila, very casual. Sometimes they call their parents in their first name. They don't use po or opo. No? Kumbaga, very casual silang makipag-usap. Okay? But here in the Philippines, that is a different thing. Okay? So yun yung sinasabi ng, we use words to explain or to express our culture. No? And it may not be verbal words, okay? But yung by the sign of it, yung pagmamano lang natin, di ba? It creates a certain level of use of symbols that would define our culture. So ano ang pinagkaiba ng culture and society? Culture is what differentiates one group or society from the next. Okay? Different societies have different cultures. However, it is important not to confuse the idea of culture with society. A culture represents the belief and practices of a group. Okay, so yun nga, yung paggalang natin sa mga matatanda. Okay? While society represents the people who shares those beliefs. So yung paniniwala natin ng paggalang ng isang grupo doon sa matatanda, yun ang ginagawa natin. Okay? Yun yung society. Naniniwala tayo doon. Okay? So yun. Doon sa, I think, nakikita rin naman natin doon sa kwento ni Eve Ensler, when we kumbaga yung iba-ibang kultura, how they see women as, I think that's one particular idea, one particular idea that Eve Ensler would like to express, in terms of how different cultures would have a different point of view, different reaction to women, Here in the Philippines, somehow, we give respect to women, okay? But other countries would see women as an object, okay? So, and even up to now, it still exists. That's what Eve Ensler is trying to say, okay, in that particular monologue. Now, on the idea of language and identity, you'll notice na by the use of language, we give a different impression of people. Okay, one particular thing is, we would know an educated person from a non-educated person by the way he or she would speak. Okay, sabi nga nila dito sa Pilipinas, may kasabihan, saan nga ba naman nahuli ang isda? Diba? Di sa pala isdaan. No, saan ba nahuli ang isda? Sa bibig. Okay? Kasi alam natin kung edukado ang isang tao, kung ang mga salita na ginagamit niya, the words that he used or she would use, would somehow gives an impression that he or she is an educated person. But if one person is so vulgar, in words, he doesn't know how to say o or opo, no? Or he would, kumbaga, he would blurt out words that are so unbecoming, no, of a certain status, then you would know that that person is an uneducated person. It gives a certain identity, no, just by the use of the language. In vagina monologue, okay, women, by not discussing, okay, by not discussing their private parts, no, gives a certain identity to women that they are, kumbaga, they are so sort of closeted in terms of yun nga, no, yung kanilang yung privacy, no, parang they feel like they cannot speak. They don't have any right to speak their ideas because of them being women. And one example of that is the word vagina. How often do they use vagina here in this particular aspect was metaphorically used, no, in terms of being free, no, to speak oneself. Okay, how courageous you are in speaking, no, your thoughts, okay, to a different person. Okay, and that somehow gives a certain identity to women of that women are weak, okay, that women are powerless, that women are had or have no impact, no, on society, precisely because they cannot be very vocal about even their personal feelings, not to certain things, okay, that affects them particularly, okay, and that's very obvious, very evident, no, in terms of the study of language in relation to identity or identity in relation to language, no, that's very evident in the vagina monologue, okay. Another example of identity, no, is not that would somehow gives a mark, no, on one's person is yun na, yung dialect niya, no? Yung dialect na sorry, before that is yung body language natin, diba? So body language is also part of language to help other people in society identify an individual from others, no? So pag pumupunta tayo sa bahay, diba? Alam din natin na edukado yung tao kung kumbaga hindi nagtataas ng paa habang kumakain, pero yung iba nagtataas ng paa, no? So or hindi naman sa siguro, sorry for the term, no? Sorry for the term, not uneducated. Kasi merong mga edukado naman na talagang, kahit ako minsan, hindi ba, no? Pag nasasarapan ako sa pagkain ko, edi syempre nagtataas ako, lalo na pag nagkakamay ako, no? So, but it gives a certain identity na, napaka-Filipino yan. May certain, kumaga, identifiable marks yan, no? Na gives away, no? Gives away who we are, no? Sa vagina monologue, yung nga, meron sa example doon, yung moaning. Di ba? There are different types of moan. No? That would somehow, kumbaga, gives a different identity to the person who is moaning. Okay? So, ganun. And then, another point is nga yung dialect. No? I had this experience when I was in Cebu. No? When people would realize, when Cebuanos would realize that I'm from Manila, no, they somehow shy away from me. Why? Because according to them, no, those who are from Manila are so arrogant. Okay, bakit? Kasi kami daw mga Manileño, mayabang daw kami kasi nga pinagtatawanan namin ng mga Bisaya kapag nagsasalita sila. Okay. So, yun. Yung paggamit ng dialect. Okay? On multilingualism, okay, so kumbaga, basically the idea of multilingualism is you are able to speak different languages. Okay? So, kung isa lang ang alam mong sabihin, for example, Bicolano ka, hindi ka marunong mag-Tagalog or ano, ang tawag doon yun, monolingual. But if you have a certain skill, no, in being able to speak English, Filipino, Bicol, French, Italian, no, polyglot daw ang tawag doon. No. Eve Ensler was able to interview, okay, a lot of people okay, from different cultures and from different countries, precisely because he knows how to play with words and he knows or she knows how to use different languages. No? Siguro, she knows how to speak French, no? Italian, siguro, yun, kaya niya. And of course, English. No? Very articulate siya, no? When it comes to the use of the language. Now, what is the implication of this study of multilingualism in the study of language? There are theories that would say that if you know, okay, if you know your first language, okay, if you really master your first language, okay, it is easy for you to study another language. Okay. It's very easy for you to study another language. So yun yung konsepto. Kaya nga, very important pa rin that we study Filipino. Okay, because the system of studying our own language is still the same as how we can appreciate different language. And if we're able to apply these things, this concept, okay, this system, then we can eventually appreciate, okay, study of the different languages. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so on that note, that ends my um, my short discussion. Sabi ko, it's just in a nutshell. No, you still have to read, no, based on the materials that I've sent you, but just to give you an idea of what these topics are all about. Okay, so that will eventually help you in doing your task, no, particularly the what do you call this, the learning material. Okay, so again, guys, no, I've extended the schedule. I've extended the submission of your reports of your learning material. Okay, it's already in your learning material number 3. Now, I think due to public demands, no, I think I've already posted this, but let me just reiterate that I am not going to expect anymore your hard copies of the learning materials, no, for prelims and midterms. But you have to still collect them. You still have to compile these things. No? The submission would be based on you turning it in on Google Classroom. So doon ko na lang babasahin. Bawat isa. Okay? So yung time na ginugugol nyo sa pag-aaral nitong mga to, no, bukas, I will meet you for clarification. So hopefully mapanood nyo to so that by tomorrow you could ask questions pertaining to these particular topics that I have discussed. Okay, I'll make myself available tomorrow. So that's it. Okay, so good night, guys, and God bless. Bye.